Welcome to Good Times with Alex and Ryan Express, where we get your day going, quick, easy, like around 10 to 15 minutes. All right. So get ready to get happy, get ready to get excited, because this is going to be a good time. All right. My name is Ryan Sprague. You can follow me at Ryan W. Sprague on any social media. You can follow all our social media accounts. Good Times with Alex and Ryan on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Check us out on YouTube. And if you like what you hear, if you're liking it, go ahead and give us a like, a follow, check for notifications. We appreciate you. Alex.
Hey, good to be here. Good to be in the Express. But enough about me. We always talk about our social media accounts. We always talk about this and that, Teespring, all this other crap. It's Monday. It's Express time. Cock-a-doodle-doo, babies. Ding, 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 ding. Time to wake up, rise and shine, and wake your ass up. It is Monday. Wipe the sleep out of your eyes, boys and girls, because you're heading to work. And it's not going to be fun. You're going to work right now. That's where you're going. It's Monday. You're on the drive. You're going there. Not going to be a good time. You know what is going to be a good time?
This next 10, 15 minutes right now.
The next 10 to 15 minutes of this Express. Let's get into the business, Ryan.
Let's do it.
All right. So, have you ever seen the movie The Goonies?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Astoria, Oregon.
Oregon. Goondocks. So, Goonies.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Baby Ruth. 1980s classic. A bunch of kids that live in Astoria, Oregon are going to find a pirate ship. They're trying to get money to save, their house.
Just a bunch of kids running around.
Yeah. Having a good time. Okay. Great movie. Okay. They're going against the Fratellis, bad guys, bank robbers, the mom from Throw Mama from the Train, whatever. Okay. It's a great movie. Josh Brolin, who, a lot of you younger good timers might know as Thanos from, Endgame, Avengers Endgame. Josh Brolin played Bram in Goonies. He was the older brother of Sean Astin, who played Mikey. Okay. So they're like the stars of the film. Josh Brolin recently.
So he was a kid.
He was the older brother in Goonies. He was the one who was lifting weights in the, and he's like the older one, kind of babysitting his younger brother Mikey.
He's kind of a turd.
He's a cocky. He's kind of a dick. Yeah, but anyway, right. Josh Brolin recently attended a 1980s themed costume party, and he actually attended as himself, his character from the Goonies.
All right.
He's got the sweatshirt on. He's got the little weight thing. He's like pulling, the little accordion weight spring thing. He's got his bandana. He's got his blue sweats on.
That's awesome.
What do you think about that? He actually got to attend it as himself. That is really cool. The image is even cooler. The picture.
So he attended a party or
1980s themed costume party, and he attended as his character from the movie Goonies.
That sounds like a fun party.
Yeah, oh man, and even better, you could have showed up with your non-alcoholic Jello shots to make things even more fun. Because if there's a party and Ryan's invited, he's bringing the non-alcoholic Jello shots. It's gonna be a hell of a time.
You better believe it.
Jack in the Box tacos. He's bringing a whole plate full of those shitters and non-alcoholic Jello shots. Ryan is bringing the fun, and what would be even better is if the costume party was in the great state of Cincinnati. If it's there. All bets are off.
That's
all
right.
Bets are off.
That's right. It'll be amazing, and I'll be in my potato sack.
Yeah. This whole Good Times Express is just going to be us having callbacks to previous episodes. New good timers are like, "What the hell are they talking about?" Well, new good timers, if you don't know what we're talking about, you better get abreast and get caught up, right?
Right.
They better subscribe.
Exactly, subscribe, or else you're not going to know these inside jokes. Yeah.
You don't want to be left out. You don't want to be the nerd at the water cooler when all the other good timers are talking about the previous episode. Hey, did you hear what Ryan said? Did you hear the crap Alex said? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Go back through all 65 episodes. Watch every second of them, and you'll be caught up. And if you like it, which you will, head on over, get your ass on over to teespring.com. Get yourself some Good Times swag. You let us know about it. We'll feature you on the social media.
That's right.
Yeah. So enough with the business. I'm just Ryan. I didn't even mean for that to be a commercial. I just want it. I don't want them to have FOMO. And if they're not caught up, They better get caught up.
That's
Because
right.
we don't take breaks, okay? All right. Ryan, are you aware that the 1888 Yale Bulldogs football team outscored every one of their opponents that season 694-0? The
Wow.
1888 Yale Bulldogs varsity football team.
Oh my goodness.
694-0.
That's the scores they got?
That's how many points they scored and how many points their opponent scored. Nothing.
They sound like they were a bunch of dicks. Like, oh, look at these wimpy wimps, these nerds. Just keep running down the field, buddy. We'll just keep running. You got it. Okay, take the ball from him. He's just a little nerd. Grab it. Now go back and score again, okay? Okay, guys. We got like 100 points this game. All right. Now it's time to go to the next one.
Who the hell are they playing? Who are their opponents? And not to mention 1888. I didn't even know football existed in 1888. Not to mention back in 1888, people were just trying to farm and survive day to day. They're probably not worried about football. Who the hell is Yale playing? Oh, hey, you guys just get 11 people. We don't care who it is. Women, children, babies. We don't give a crap. Put them on the field. We're having a Division I football game today, whether you like it or not. And since it's 1888 and you could probably shoot somebody and kill them and get away with it because there's no DNA evidence, no one cares. The only thing they care about is farming and feeding their family. Yeah, well, if you're not going to play against us, we'll kill you. You're going to play. If you don't play against us, because we're going to make you play against us because they're playing nobodies, obviously, Ryan. This is what they say. We're going to kill you for real, or we're going to kill you on the football field. Either way, you're dying today.
What type of vision do you have of 1888?
Hell,
Alex
probably hell.
Alex is just like thinks it's like this dystopian universe,
probably
where like this dictator goes around and
Yale dictatorship.
Yale dictatorship, and like they go around destroying people and saying if you don't do what we say, we're gonna kill you. What the heck how did you come up with that?
Ryan, you wouldn't survive 1 second in 1888. There's no way. There's no TikTok back then. There's no such thing as a paleo diet. There's no such thing as a gluten intolerance, Ryan. There's no celiac disease, because you know what people suffered from back then? Not celiacs, not gluten-free, whatever. People suffered from starving to death in 1888, right? You'd never make it. You'd never make it. You wouldn't be able to bitch about stuff that doesn't exist.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah.
Alex.
I said it. Did I say it? I said it.
Well, listen to this one.
Yeah. I'm all ears, pal.
So
you'd never make it.
Hold
You'd
on.
never make it. We're going down with the ship.
No, you're not gonna like this one. So Alex, can you tell me? Because you've been working out a lot, but like,
yeah.
Why is it that I wouldn't make it and you would?
I would have made it because I had extra fat to deal with, Ryan. But if we were in 1888, I would have never had that problem. I would have never been overweight to begin with, Ryan, because there wouldn't have been enough food to eat to get fat. Right? There's no way. People weren't fat back then. The only people who were fat back then were probably rich people.
It's true.
Probably. I mean, they used to say in history books, they're like, oh, a sign of wealth is, being fat. So it's actually, pretty amazing that you're fat. It's like, okay, well, yeah, you're also a dick because all these people in 1888 are just starving their asses off and you're just gorging yourself because you can. You're a dick. You're a dick.
Look at this. These poor people can't afford food. I have enough to, grow out a bit.
He's got mustard all over his freaking 1888, big old handlebar mustache. He's got like, Coca-Cola, old school Coca-Cola, just filled with cocaine, just glistening off his fat belly because he like spilt it all over himself because he's a rich guy. He's the only fat guy in 1888.
Just because they're fat doesn't mean they're slobs. You're like picturing every fat guy go,
I've got so much money, I can't stop eating. I'm just such a fat pig. What a fat slob I am. Ryan, I weighed 358 pounds. I can speak from experience. Yeah, you're a slob when you're that fat.
fat bastard.
Yeah. I eat because I'm unhappy.
And I'm unhappy
because I eat.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey Ryan, let's get into let's stop fat shaming people. You know, you opened up that Pandora's box by trying to fat shame me.
Hey man, you said I was like gonna die.
Well, I can't I can't eat anything that Pa provided on the farm today in 1888 because I can't have any gluten. And then Pa's like, well, you can't have anything then, son. You're not gonna eat anything because there's no such thing as a gluten intolerance back now.
Now go chop up that wood and put it on the wood pile by the back.
Now go till the field. Go plant the seed and get the eggs from the roosters. But you can't eat from the hens because you can't eat those eggs because you're allergic to them because you're a big pussy. My son has a gluten intolerance in 1888. And he's a big old pussy. I am ashamed of my 1888 son. He doesn't even know how to eat meals. Now get back there and stoke the fire, boy. I don't care. But Dad, I can't. I have no energy because I have a gluten intolerance, Dad. You see how pathetic that sounds?
Why don't you go put on a dress and help out your sister?
Why don't you go down to the local dance hall and do some square dancing because 1888 sucks. God.
Why don't you go, go out and, wash the clothes like
hang
you are.
Clothes, yeah, hang the clothes up with the clothespins. And they didn't even have clothespins probably in 1888. They probably actually had to physically hold the clothes to the line with their hands. Everything about 1888 sounds awful. Screw that, man.
Oh, man.
Ryan, let's get into the last Express story of the day.
So before that,
okay.
I remember, so I was with my grandpa and we were traveling kind of around the US and we went to Laura Ingalls' place. And we were kind of just driving up to it. And this guy gave us a tour, but he just, so, my grandpa, this guy comes up and he says, hi. And then he took us in his truck and we just drove around Laura Ingalls' property and saw all this stuff.
Really?
But, yeah, it was crazy because my grandpa just talked to anybody and, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden we're like riding around and getting a personal tour.
Of the freaking Little House on the Prairie actual land. That's cool.
Yeah, we just drove by. Oh, look at that. Let's go in. So but the point is, it was a one-room little like shack.
Yeah.
With all those people in it. I'm like, holy crap.
Which proves my point. 1888 sucks. Laura Ingalls, did Half Pint, when you were over there, did Half Pint come rolling through the daisies towards you? Every time I think of Little House on the Prairie, I see Half Pint running through the flower field.
It was in Kansas, so there is no hills.
Well, so why do they have hills in the show?
Because it's make believe.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
You like that? Like the state of Cincinnati.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan, did you know this is the last little story of the Express, guys? So you're almost to work. Your life's about ready to really take a turn for the worse. But before you clock in, we're gonna give you one little moment of ecstasy before you clock in, okay? Because it's gonna suck. You're going to work. Works unless you work for yourself. It's gonna suck. But hey, Ryan and I, one little moment of bliss. Day,
make your shining. Hey, maybe they can keep the afterglow going.
Yeah, here we go. When you
all right, let's keep going.
When you guys head to the Good Times water cooler at work and you tell them this fact, you're gonna be the star of the day.
There we go.
Couples with silk sheets have sex on average 4.25 times a week more than couples with plain cotton sheets.
Well, I know what I'm going to buy tonight.
Honey, I gotta get to the store as soon as possible. I need some silk sheets because boy, am I horny. Honey, listen, I know you just made a delicious gluten-free meal and all the trimmings, all the most delicious items that a celiac disease sufferer could ever want. But I am going to have to postpone this delicious, delicious 2021 angst-ridden meal with make-believe diseases. And I am going to have to go get silk sheets so I can ravage you later, darling.
Well, I mean, that's enough evidence for me. So they might just my wife probably won't watch this episode, but she will be wondering why we have silk sheets suddenly on the bed.
As soon as you put the silk sheets on, her eyes like just light up like a great white shark, and she's looking at you and she's like, she just immediately, there's something in the air. She could just feel the electricity, like not a lightning bolt in the great state of Cincinnati. No, we're talking about electricity, romance,
unlimited power.
Unlimited power. Diana, if you are listening to this, watch out.
Watch out. Ryan's about to do his anchor ad voice.
Yeah, hey, what up, Diana? I'm gonna use my bedroom voice on you because I just bought some silk sheets because I'm gonna spice up our sex life. Woo! I hope you're not using the Good Times intern in any freaky role play bedroom games with your wife, Ryan. That's because God doesn't want you doing that, okay? Or a lightning bolt will come from the heavens and strike your ass down. No, marriage is between a man and a wife, Ryan. No interns working on the side for your freaky veganism fetishes, okay, pal? Yeah, I know how you work. I saw the overtime sheets by the intern. I don't know where he's getting all this extra side work, huh?
Oh, Ryan, goodness.
Hey, in the express, in the train ride, end it.
All righty, everybody. Thanks for listening. Check us out. Thanks for if you like us, be sure to hit that like and subscribe. Be sure to hit for post notifications. And listen, we really appreciate those reviews that you give us. We see them and they're amazing. All righty, Alex,
hey. Listen, the next episode that we do, we're coming at you live from the great state of Cincinnati. And if you're in Cincinnati, you enjoy the show live, make sure you hit the 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or whatever, a platform you're listening to us on. It helps us get the show to a bigger audience. And that costs nothing. So it costs nothing to do that. And you can help the show. Thank you so much, Ryan. Good night.
All right, later.
Mahalo.